Hello everyone, welcome to Fableheim and my lovely Empress. The third entrance to the My Lovely series has fully released, and I, for one, cannot wait to have my heart broken again. If you've never seen the My Lovely series, don't worry, you don't need to know anything about it. It is basically a visual novel combined with a management game, and this one has more management than the previous. So I thought I would do this as a video series. Each video will probably contain 2 chapters, depending on how long they get in the endgame. For this first one, we'll be going over Chapter 1 and 2, which we did play in the demo, but there are some differences. You may already be able to see them. So here we go. Third profile's the charm, isn't it? Let us begin. 30 years ago, the Emperor, the great Emperor Khan, summoned the Yao Guai, mystical entities with supernatural powers. With their aid, he emerged victorious in the Reunification War and ruled the Crimson Empire, the largest nation in Ashua. Thank you, achievements. I appreciate you. However, the great Emperor Khan's reign was cut short when his Yao Guai betrayed him, murdering him in cold blood. The Yao Guai then vanished, never to be seen from again. The great Emperor's widow, Empress Dowager Wang, became the ruler of the empire, as well as a single mother to their son, Hong. Mentored by his mother, Hong was taught how to rule with a firm but steady hand. As he came of age and ascended to the throne, Hong met the love of his life, Jiang, a noble woman. And so the young emperor continued his father's dynasty, guided by his mother and his lovely Empress. Yet more tragedy lay in wait as the Empress Dowager passed suddenly from a mysterious illness. Hong was left to rule a now unstable empire without his mother's guidance. But his Empress was there the entire time. Chapter 1. Eventually showing up on the scroll. Lament and Elegy. We've all been there. Mother, if you can hear me, it has been difficult since you have been gone. So you may, long-time enjoyers of the My Lovely series may already notice there's a big difference. All of the game's models are in 3D now, which is an interesting change. I was an enjoyer of the 2D, but I'm sure I will grow to love these as well. Also, I didn't realize until just now, I think this guy's name is a reference to the Emperor of the Han Dynasty when it fell, because his name was Liu Hong. And that may be a little subtle hint at our management capacities. Even these flowers in bloom still weep for you, shedding their tears at early light when they believe I am not awake to see them. Please continue to guide me from where you are. I do not know how to rule without you. My golden son, are you all right? Am I disturbing you? You don't look well. Not at all, my lovely Empress. My white moon, I am glad you are here. I was merely thinking about Mother. She once called me her golden hair because I liked to hop around when I was young. Yet now she is gone, and I am unsure if I am ready to lead our empire. Hey, come here, my love. To worry, to doubt oneself, 'tis only human. I would say this to you, my dear husband. Be anxious, be doubtful, but only for a moment. Okay? Of course, my love. Thank you. 'Tis my pleasure. Remember that I am with you. And when your doubts have passed, focused only on your duty as emperor, recall your mother's teachings. We will need them, Hong. The people are on edge. Empress Dowager's passing has cast a great shadow on our home. Some might believe you are unfit to rule. Jiang, you keep on coughing. Are you ill, my love? I am okay. My throat is just a little sore this morning. I can relate. Her cough has been getting worse lately. And what of our child? Oh, our baby is having fun in there. I can feel them kick. Already energetic, just like his father. So, have you thought of a name yet? Will it be Little Hong, Little Jiang, or something else? No, not yet, Hong. First, I want to bring them into the world. Then we will give them their name. 1,000 praises to you, your Imperial Majesty, Emperor Hong of the Crimson Empire, and to Her Majesty Empress Young. May you and your child live in good health and prosperity. The Grand Duke. Thank you, Uncle Chen. I hope you are having a fine morning. Please join us. Uncle Chen, good morning. Always happy to see you. Are you prepared to deal with the court today? I will have to. The Empire needs a steady hand now more than ever, with Mother's passing. I sympathize with your loss, Your Majesty, but you must stay strong for the Crimson Empire. Though you may encounter adversity, the nobles will stand by your side, Your Majesty. Thank you, Uncle Chen. I will never forget their support for my mother, and now for me. Without the nobles, the very stability of the Crimson Empire would be forfeit. Not according to history, but do go on. That gladdens me, Your Majesty. But please, I implore you not to refer to me as Uncle at court. Do call me Grand Duke Chen. After all, we are speaking in an official capacity. Yes, I believe he is the Empress's father. Yes, Uncle. I mean Grand Duke Chen. May the Celestials bless our work today. Duly noted, Grand Duke. Very well, Your Majesty. I shall head out now and find the other advisors. I'm glad this is showing up even though I did the demo. Current active objectives are displayed on the left side of the game screen. They also detail the remaining sessions left to finish the objectives with. Story progression, solving a problem, or making a decision can trigger new objectives. Visit the Ashua continent. His Imperial Majesty and Her Imperial Majesty have arrived. Praise be to both of them. Praise be. This is my favorite character. I love the Chief Trader. Thank you, gentlemen. Good morning. May the Celestials bless our Crimson Empire. Good morning, Your Majesty. Good morning, Your Majesty. Be at ease, Kong. There is no need to be so tense. Yes, Your Majesty. I believe he himself is like a commoner, which is why he's so afraid. There is nothing to be afraid of. See, my Empress is on the same wavelength. You have committed no offense to the Emperor, right? No, Your Majesty, never. I'm just a bit anxious, that's all. The Imperial Court is a big deal, and I don't want to mess up. You will do fine, Chief Trader Kong. We will handle the court sessions as usual. Smoothly, like our mother handled it. As you say, Your Majesty. Wise words, Your Majesty. Before we start, I don't see Head Priest Han and General Chao. Are they late? I believe the General has an urgent matter. He received an alert that a storm is coming our way. Evacuations and security measures will need to be handled. I think the Head Priest is still in the temple dealing with the people, but I'm not sure what's causing the holdup. I see. For now, let us begin without them. Very well, Your Majesty. First things first, we need to resolve one major issue that has been postponed several times. It is about taxation. As we all know, the nobles are important to the Empire's bureaucracy and culture. As their representative, I believe we of all people deserve a tax cut. I beg your pardon, Grand Duke, but the traders have developed the economy and contributed much to the Empire's wealth. We are the ones who deserve a tax cut. Mother, if you were in my stead, what would you do? I hear both of you, but the Empire cannot grant both your requests at the same time. My love, if I may whisper you advice, a tax cut for a certain faction will help them financially. However, you might lose the trust of the other faction you passed over. Thank you, Zhang. I will take note of that. Please remember, 'tis not just their trust that you need to consider. Your decision could have an impact on the Crimson Empire state of affairs. Indeed it can. Some matters require the Emperor's wisdom to settle. Making decisions is vital to maintaining the Crimson Empire's condition. Each decision is represented with a card. The cards contain information regarding affected factions as well as potential gold coins for gain or loss. Each faction has its own population and trust. Gain a faction's trust by favoring them in a decision. By maintaining a high trust level, the faction's population will grow steadily. How do you grow the noble population? Grant more titles, I guess? Our baby's first decision. Both nobles and traders want their tax lowered. We can only afford one. To whom should we lower the tax? So, we have a lot of question marks here. This can be discovered later on using the Yaoguai, the supernatural demons you will be introduced to in Chapter 2. But for now, we just kind of have to, go with our gut feeling. And I, for one, love the traders and hate the nobles. That's kind of just my gut instinct. So, I did do this in the demo. Should I do something different? No. See, the traders, my logic here, the traders are generating wealth for the empire. The nobles are bureaucratic assholes sitting on inherited wealth. Traders it is. Aha. Excellent decision, my liege. Our Crimson Empire will grow ever more prosperous. I forgot to see what happened. Oops. If you believe this to be best, I accept your decision, my Emperor. Your Majesty, my sincerest apologies for being late to the court meeting. We have just decided the tax cut issue, Head Priest Han. Care to explain why you are late? Yes, Your Holiness. May your heart be generous enough to accept my reasoning. The common folk came to the temple voicing their concerns. They feel that the Empire is distracted and out of touch with the commoners. Probably is. They believe the Empire only cares about tax cuts for its richer factions. What is this insolence? Are you challenging the Emperor's authority, Head Priest? Head Priest Han, you are admirable in your support of the commoners, but please listen to the Emperor's words. I am not abandoning the commoners, Head Priest Han. My logic is that by giving a tax cut to the traders, it will strengthen our economy indeed. By reducing the risk of opening more trade routes and investing in produce, we will create more jobs. I see, Your Holiness, your wisdom exceeds our own. However, this is not the only issue the commoners face. I beg of you to restore their trust in the Empire. I like how their hands are just suspended in midair. Lift up your head. The Emperor shall handle all these issues and more for the sake of our peoples. I pray the Celestials continue to guide you, Your Holiness. Thank you, Head Priest Han. Consider the commoners' welfare in my consideration. Making decisions and solving problems may grant State of Affairs. State of Affairs gives varying effects which affect a faction's trust, population, or even tribute. Active State of Affairs effects can be seen on the right side of the screen. Over here. So the traders... Is that trust or is that... That's trust, okay. This is trust, this is population. So I've reduced 30% gold from the traders' tribute. Got it. I believe that the nobles give the most tribute. So like if you wanted to go purely economic benefits for you, for the treasury, you'd probably bullshit the nobles. But we'll see how this pans out. We commoners are making these handcrafted souvenirs to sell to travelers. Okay. We can order the traders to take care of the sale, or I can allow it. I'll allow it. I don't care. So... Okay. We lost trader trust, but we gained commoner trust. This has been exhausting. You should rest, my love. Agreed, Your Majesty. We need a break to prepare for the next session. Action points can be used to make decisions or talk with other rulers. Spend them wisely, as action points cannot be returned. Every new session replenishes one action point, while a new cycle will replenish all action points. The clock at the bottom right corner of the screen indicates the 7 sessions that are needed to finish one cycle. A set duration in which the Emperor can make decisions and do other activities in the Ashua continent. One session is represented by one golden orb. The next session button progresses the current session onto the next one, replenishing 1 AP and affecting the activities of the Empire, and the game autosaves when a session is progressed. Okay, we press the button. Violent winds blew and tempests raged, the wrath of a powerful storm unbridled upon the Crimson Empire. The cries of helpless victims were drowned by the merciless storm. The thunderous whirlwinds ravaged the buildings as they swallowed lives, leaving only destruction in their wake.
Huh?
The storm has reached the capital already. How is this possible? Unnatural. And it came from the north. We could have been better prepared had General Chal reported this sooner. Hurry to shelter, Your Majesty. Permission to leave early, Your Holiness. The people in the slums need me. Permission granted, Head Priest Han. Thank you, Your Holiness. Farewell. That was my own cough. Jiang, what is happening to you? Oh no.
Huh?
Wait, the pale skin, the cough, the black rashes, this is just like what happened to Mother. No, I was afraid of this. What do you mean, Kung? Explain yourself. Look at the threatening point. Her Majesty has been sick from some time, but she didn't want me to tell you. Oh, I can blame him. You should have told me, Jiang. We could have prevented this. I am sorry, my golden son. I did not want you to worry. I would have found the best physicians in the world to care for you. Now what do we do? Does a cure exist? My liege, the Empress tasked me with investigating her illness. Unfortunately, I only made some headway recently. The physicians I spoke with suspected that the Empress has a rare disease called the Black Heart. It first appeared 3 centuries ago, and the physicians believe a cure can be found near Persepolis. The cure is a substance called the White Cloud Elixir. Due to its magical properties, it has the ability to heal various ailments. It is incredibly rare. I recommend we use the Empire's soldiers to find a supply as soon as possible. Why did I voice with you again? I guess you just go with the boisterous thing, right? He's kind of like a Zhang Fei looking character. A combination of Zhang Fei and Guan Yu. 1,000 praises to you, Supreme Commander. My apologies for the tardiness. General Chao, where have you been? I am sorry, Supreme Commander. I had to investigate the northern region and receive reports from my soldiers. Terrible winds are still blowing in the north. The people there need our reinforcements. What? Is the north not filled with outlaws? Why should we even bother? Supreme Commander, please. We still have citizens and soldiers alike situated there. We cannot just abandon them to their deaths. Watch me. What terrible luck, one misfortune after another. Your Majesty, you must send the soldiers to Persepolis. Save the Empress's life. She is bearing your child. My golden son, prioritize our people in the north. I will not have their deaths on my conscience. I will do what I must, my White Moon. I can only promise you that. Okay, and thus the decisions begin. So, we have the quest Jiang's Cure and the quest Northern Storm. They each have 3 objectives. Oh, we have 6 things, but I don't think we can actually do them all. So, do we go for the cure? It's in the title of the game. I guess we do. So let's go Desert Wagons. Our soldiers' wagons will not make it for the return journey. We will need to spare some money to find or fix the wagons in Persepolis. So we can force our traders to ask Persepolis merchants to give new wagons, or we can use the money to rent the wagons from traders contact in Persepolis. We only have so much money, but I think we can use the money here. Try and create an economic-focused empire. It is going to take 4 turns. We are out of AP, so we're going to pop. Oh yeah, these are there's only, yeah, okay. I guess we just full focus on the Empress, it's fine. The soldiers don't have enough fresh water for the desert journey. The Crimson tribes at our borders with Persepolis may have a water supply. Allow the soldiers to use the water supply. Allow or allow, if you know what I'm saying. Reduce pop growth. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that's the, because of the storm, I think. The desert outlaws will be asking for toll fees to let our soldiers pass. Usually, they ask for expensive goods, something that our noble representatives in Persepolis have. Okay, so I can say the soldiers will need to defend themselves, or I can trade off the nobility's goods. I don't know what kind of penalty there is for reaching 0. In the demo, you could go to 0 and they would just, like, pester you about it, but nothing would actually happen. I have a feeling that's not the case anymore. But our soldiers are armed to the teeth to fight. Okay, sure. We have found the cure. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. The commoners are asking for food, and the traders have some stored in the warehouse. So we can buy it cheap from the traders because it's an emergency, or the traders claim they only have enough for themselves. You would think buying it would make the traders happy. Let's buy it. Ooh, we actually lost traders. Interesting. Huh. Didn't expect commoners' trust being the highest. Was not on my bingo for this episode. As usual, if an issue is not resolved immediately, the parties involved get upset. This is not something you can avoid, Your Majesty. As Emperor, you will have to prioritize what must be solved first. But for now, let us concentrate on storm relief efforts and curing your Empress. Okay. Straw raincoats. The commoners are running out of straw raincoats. The villagers of the northern district, known for their winter clothing production, want to sell us their products. Oh. We can buy their clothing and it's super expensive. Or we use surplus soldier clothing. We do need this money, I think. Am I really gonna... Alright, let's buy it. Okay, so that boosted both of them. Okay. And we got the soldier's faith. Wait, does that make me want to side with the soldiers while I have this buff? Probably, right? A foreign drug producer is offering a contract for medicine procurement. They can sign the contract or keep buying the product itself. We open contract for drug producer to pay us money in exchange for future trading rates. Or we buy from the drug producer. Nope. Let's open the contract. Oh. Open the contract. -10 on soldiers? Yikes. My military hates me. That's the fastest way to get a rebellion going. The Crimson Empire is being devastated by a storm, and Xiang is deathly ill. And yet more issues continue to compound on my misfortune. The people are clearly impacted by all this. I must oversee their condition and the tributes coming from them. In times like this, I need the people's support. At the end of every cycle, the factions of the Crimson Empire will give tribute to the Empire based on their current trust and population. Each faction gives different amount of gold and items to their tribute. More information can be found at the Crimson Throne Room. So no items were received. We got a bit of money. Yeah, see the... Oh, the traders actually, I think, give the most with... Possibly? Maybe it's based off how much they like me as well. So 109 traders gave 132 gold, but 777 commoners gave 146 gold. Yikes. Currently have 1,286, so I'm barely in the green here. Okay. That was with minus 30% as well from the tax cut. My goodness. Supreme Commander, the people have been evacuated to safety and supplies have been distributed. Outstanding, General, but the cure for Xiang has not yet arrived. I am sure the chief trader and my soldiers will be arriving soon. Very well. Let us hope for the best. Your Majesty, the Empress, she...
Huh?
No, no! Zhang! Cycle 2. Is the Empire truly worth protecting when the Emperor treats his soldiers so poorly? Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. My white moon. My time has come, my golden sun. I am sorry, Hong. I know I promised you we would grow old together, and here I am, leaving you before you can even meet our child. Tang, you cannot go anywhere I cannot follow. I refuse it. Please. My love, let me go. Promise me that you will. Our people, our empire, they still need you. Tang, please, I do not know how to live without you. Dry those tears, my golden sun, before they put out your flame. I have had no regret since I met you. Do not give me one now. Stay strong for us, my love. Our child and I will wait for you in the next life. The loudest scream of my life. Hong's cries echoed throughout the palace as he beheld Jiang's lifeless body. The Crimson Empire mourned the loss of their Empress and her unborn child, but none realized just how badly their Emperor was affected. Unable to withstand the grief, Hong abandoned reason and responsibility alike to drown in unending misery. 2 months passed, and the Crimson Empire began to crumble, the nation as forlorn as the soul of its ruler. Chapter 2. A mystical pact. Here comes the fantasy. Zhang, Mother, almighty celestials, why have you forsaken me? Not even my unborn child was spared. If I knew this misfortune was what awaited me, I would have left the throne empty. I would move the heavens themselves if I thought it could bring you both back. Gentlemen, I wish to be left in solitude. Apologies, your majesty, but this cannot do. You have practically abandoned the imperial seat since Zhang's passing. And what would you have me do, Grand Duke? Can a man not grieve his empress? Speaking frankly, my emperor, you are hardly alone in your grief. Empress Zhang was my niece. Okay, niece. And she was my wife. You all know nothing of this pain. How dare you all come to lecture me? Your Majesty, we did not come to lecture you. We just need to remind you of your duty to the Empire, to your people. The Chief Trader is right, Supreme Commander. Only you can lead us. This would not have happened at all if you had not delayed with the cure, Kong. My liege, I tried, I really did. Now Jiang is gone. I could not save her. I am truly sorry, my liege. If I could have grown wings and flown to her side with the cure, I swear I would have. We still have the white cloud elixir. Hopefully it can still be used in the future. It is magical after all. Used in the future? For what? Jiang is dead. The Celestials bless you, your holiness. We understand your sorrow, but we need you right now. May I make a proposition? I believe I know of a way to both ease your sorrow and aid the Empire at the same time. Look at that evil grin. Grand Duke? I believe it is time for us to summon the Yao Guai, like your father once did. I will do anything. The Yao Guai? That could be dangerous. But at this point I would do anything. Grand Duke Chen, your idea is preposterous. Celestials save us. Sorcery lies in the path of ruin. Yao Guai? Why'd you even propose such a thing, Duke? Please, my Emperor, gentlemen, hear me out. The great Emperor conquered this land with the aid of the Yao Guai. The stalwart Empress Dowager also summoned the Yao Guai to aid her in maintaining the Empire as well. Grand Duke, The Emperor is not ready to hear all of this. But you know I am right, General. The stalwart Empress's reign was the height of the Crimson Empire. I am afraid you have me there, Grand Duke. Is this true? Why has no one ever told me about this? Unfortunately, Your Majesty, the Grand Duke is telling the truth. Your mother wished me to keep this a secret until times were dire. And times are indeed dire. But can we trust the Yaoguai? They killed my father. The great Emperor's summoning ritual was not perfect, hence why his Yaoguai became treacherous. The stalwart Empress Dowager perfected the ritual so that the Yaoguai summoned cannot harm the summoner. Your mother worked day and night in her research, all in an effort to resurrect the Grand Emperor. But my father is still dead. Mother could not bring him back. You are right, Your Majesty. Your mother failed to resurrect him. But she did use the Yaoguai for the betterment of our empire. What you must do now is summon the Yaoguai. Let them help you run the empire, and learn how to resurrect Jiang. Your Holiness, the teachings of the Celestials prohibit this. That is why I never supported your father's use of the Yaoguai. But the Empress Dowager entrusted this arcane knowledge to me. She wanted it preserved for emergencies like this. Yet it is against the laws of the Celestials. Remember the sacred text. Fraternize not with the denizens of the dark, the Yaoguai, for they are fickle and treacherous. You can listen to the head priest quote texts all day long, but summoning the Yaoguai remains our best option. Your Majesty, whatever your decision is, I will support it. Thank you, Chief Trader. This is going to end badly. This is a shocking truth you have hidden from me, Grand Duke Shen. But if it is possible to resurrect Jiang, then I will do it. Even if it inflicts on me 1,000 agonies, I will do it. It is settled then. Please follow me, Your Majesty. Alrighty. Oh, we're down to 1%. Yikes. I hope they don't kill me. They wouldn't do that, right? Totally not. Let us make haste, Your Majesty. Wait, Uncle, where are you taking me? To the Yaoguai Chamber, my Emperor. The old building beside the throne room. That is where we shall summon them. That old building? Mother always told me not to go in there. Your parents used it during their reign, though it appears your mother's techniques differed from the doomed great emperors. When the stalwart Empress Dowager finally dismissed the Yaoguai, she asked me to protect her secret. I never thought that Mother would deal with such things. With magic. With monsters. I feel the same way, Your Majesty. I was surprised as well when the stalwart Empress revealed such things to me. Did she not have any reservation on summoning the creatures that killed my father, her husband? The late Empress Dowager did not summon those who killed the great Emperor. She summoned others and bound them through her ritual. From what I know, she planned to use them to resurrect the great Emperor. She also altered the summoning ritual so that the summoned Yaoguai would not harm the summoner. Resurrecting father, summoning rituals, this is also unthinkable. Do not fear, Your Majesty. Hail, Supreme Commander. At ease, General. Why are you here? Allow me to accompany you, Supreme Commander. I do not trust Grand Duke Shen's assurances alone. Please do, General. Let us go together, then. At this button. Here we are. Welcome to the Yaoguai Chamber, Your Majesty. You are right, Grand Duke. This place is not as derelict as I thought. I have cared for it, ensured that it would be intact and able to accommodate the ritual when needed. I never liked this place. There is a strange air here I cannot describe. Scared, General. You have been here before. Scared. Wary is more like, after what happened to the great Emperor. Enough with the pessimism, General. This chamber shall usher in a new age for our empire. Tell me, have you ever witnessed Mother performing this ritual? Indeed I have, my Emperor. The sight was unforgettable. I remember the first Yaoguai that the late Empress Dowager summoned was a great and terrifying one. But we will not be summoning that one. We shall summon Gumiho, the nine-tailed fox. Gumiho, so these creatures have names. At least that is what she wanted to be called, my Emperor. There are tales of other creatures like Gumiho in the corners of Ashua. I see. So Mother summoned Gumiho and other Yaoguai. How many did she summon? She summoned 10 of them. Yet after your wedding, she decided to dismiss the Yaoguai. Then, what happened to them? I would assume they returned back to their homeland. Some say that the Yaoguai originated from Mount Diu, the northern mountains. Alright then, Grand Duke Shen, how do we summon the Yaoguai? We can start by summoning Gumiho. You will need offerings, and I have prepared them for you. Alright, let us proceed. The crystals in the Yaoguai chamber represent which Yaoguai can be summoned. Interacting with the crystals will detail the offerings to summon the Yaoguai. When a crystal glows, it indicates that the Yaoguai can be summoned. Summoning a Yaoguai requires 3 different offerings and a ritual incense. Collect different kinds of offerings to unlock more Yaoguai. Let's see, did they fix the bug? Nice. There was a bug when you first click on this that the water was just so unbelievably loud. But let's do it. Our first demonic friends. I mean, they might not be demons. Probably. Why, hello, Grand Duke Shen and General Chao. Oh, this is so exciting. How are you two? No time for small talk, Gumiho. We need you right now. Oh, stern as always, General. And you, Grand Duke. Still professional as ever. Hello, who is this? I have never seen you before. This is His Imperial Majesty Emperor Hong of the Crimson Empire. He is the one who summoned you. Salutations, Gumiho. What a handsome one. You look just like your mother. I am so glad to be back. I thought the Crimson Empire did not have a use for little old me anymore. Not after the Empress Dowager severed our link. Why are you so happy to be summoned? Because you're going to help me become more powerful, just like what your mother did. Such a shame your mother broke our bond. I hope it won't happen again. Behave yourself, Gumiho. I will not let you manipulate His Majesty. Oh, my General Chao, ever so protective of your liege. Besides, you summoned me, hence I cannot harm you, Your Majesty. Enough, General. Gumiho, how are you going to help me? Usually, the Yaoguai help Empress Dowager Wang by assisting her in decision-making. Gumiho can investigate matters and provide information on how your decisions will affect the Empire. Amazing. Let us introduce Gumiho to the other leaders, then you can prove how useful you are. As you say, Emperor Hong, I will serve you as best as I can. Alrighty, each Yaoguai possesses 4 attributes: Strength, Charisma, Intelligence, and Divinity. That can be enhanced through Essence Feast or with gifts. A Yaoguai's main attribute is displayed next to their name. A Yaoguai's status comprises of Stamina and Bond. A Yaoguai's activities, other than meditation, consume Stamina, while Bond indicates their closeness to you. They have traits, a set of unique features that each Yaoguai have. Traits impact the Yaoguai while they are doing their activities. Consumables can be obtained through tribute or bought from other countries that can be used to increase the Yaoguai status. Using consumables can also be done from the inventory window. So Gumiho is a divinity character. She is persuasive. I don't remember what sway is. Her sway reward is plus 10% and the duration is plus 1 session? Let me take longer. That's not really a good thing. Wait, does this fully juice her stats? What's going on here? That's a lot of things, though. So we can give the elixir to the Yaoguai. But I'm not going to. At least yet. Who knows? Maybe we will. One day. All currently available Yaoguai will be displayed on the panel at the bottom of the screen, sorted based on their current stamina. Selecting the Yaoguai portrait will navigate to their chamber. Attention, faction leaders of the Imperial Court. From now on, Gumiho the Yaoguai shall be serving the Crimson Empire. Good day to you humans. His Majesty has summoned me to insist on Imperial matters. Oh no, Your Majesty, why did you summon a Yaoguai? You know this thing is dangerous. The nerve! Thing? I am no thing. Do not panic, Head Priest Han. I assure you that the Yaoguai will assist us safely under my control. This is for the Crimson Empire. I see. Then I pray for where this empire is heading. No need to worry, Head Priest. For now, let us focus on Gumiho. How astonishing! A real Yaoguai. Ah, first time seeing the likes of me. Yes. You should see how nervous you look. Don't worry, I won't bite. Unless you're into that. This is honestly amazing, Your Majesty. You did the unthinkable. Now, Grand Duke Shen, please explain Gumiho's duty. Yes, my Emperor. She will be assigned to help us solve our administrative issues. I am sure her advice will produce better results than any human ever could. Her first task is to investigate an issue that requires a decision from you. Gumiho should have her own specialty or attributes. Certain decisions might be more suited to other Yaoguai with other attributes. Excellent. Now let us see what you can do, Gumiho. Glad to help you, Your Majesty. I'm so glad I don't have a camera. I will not tolerate any deception or lies towards our Emperor. We must not scare her now, General. Gumiho will not disappoint us. A Yaoguai can be assigned to investigate a decision to reveal more information, useful when determining what the Empire needs. The assigned Yaoguai's attribute determines which faction's trust is revealed upon investigation. So strength will reveal how the option affects the soldiers, charisma will affect how it affects the nobles, divinity how it affects the commoners, and intelligence how it affects the traders. The higher the Yaoguai's attribute level is, the more perks will be obtained from investigations. Okay. Soldiers found a loot at a crime scene, and a commoner's family claimed it was theirs. We can investigate this. So, truthfully, I don't really see the point to investigations. Because eventually the whole screen will be flooded with options and whatnot. And it makes more sense to me to use the Yaoguai for the decisions instead of, like, investigating the decisions. But, hey, maybe I'm completely off base here. I probably am. While we await the results of Gumiho's investigation, let us move on to the next session. I pray to the Celestials that the Yaoguai won't lie to us. I shall be very careful in this matter, Head Priest. Let's just hope she doesn't end up killing us. I understand, Your Majesty, but please remember to not rely too much on the Yaoguai. Do not worry about me, Head Priest Han. It's not like I'm playing my lovely wife and then fall in love with the succubus and have really bad endings. By the way, this game does have a bunch of endings, I think. Just like the previous title. I am still wondering how the nature of the Yaoguai was kept secret from us. As I have mentioned, the late Empress Dowager wanted to keep everything secret. She only needed their help for discrete issues. And now we're using them for so much more. Well, let us await Gumiho's results. Hey everyone, I have returned with results. Good work, Gumiho. That was rather swift. Impressive. I pray she's telling the truth, and that the Supreme Commander will not regret this decision. No need to worry, gentlemen, and thank you for your service, Gumiho. I can make my decision now. Alrighty. So, she has found Commoner's Rage -5 trust every session. Holy shit, that's crazy. That's -15 trust. That is absolutely insane. So I think I have to return the loot to the family. Like, that's such a negative penalty. The Yaogwai investigations are impressive. Making decisions has never been easier. Indeed, the Yaogwai have proven to be very useful to the Crimson Empire. But we cannot let our guard down just yet. We have many more issues to contend with. I have an idea, Your Majesty. How about letting the Yaogwai directly solve Imperial problems? What? Let them loose into the Empire. The people will panic. General, the people are fickle. As long as they are treated right, they will trust us. They will thank anyone or anything that can alleviate their problems. I agree with the Grand Duke. They might be frightened by the Yaogwai at first, but they will get used to the Yaogwai helping them. In the end, people will cheer for the Yaogwai. I know they have been very useful, but I yet have my doubts. The Grand Duke and the Chief Trader's points have merit. We can test this. I shall assign Gumiho to solve a problem. A type of Imperial issue where a Yaogwai is required to solve it. The assigned Yaogwai will be unavailable for the whole duration of the problem. Picking the most compatible Yaogwai is important to maximize rewards. Higher attribute levels also further boost the rewards. Baby's first problem. Emperor. Villagers at frontiers have been disturbed by mysterious creature. They need help to avoid any casualties. So our only character shall be assigned. I am optimistic the test will go smoothly. The Yaogwai can handle what humans will have difficulty with. Such is my hope as well. And let us wait and see. I am afraid Gumiho will make trouble. I am more worried of the people's reaction. Let us wait until the next session to see the results. And Gumiho has returned. This goes away so fast. Splendid, gentlemen. Any reports regarding Gumiho's work? The report stated that a Yaogwai helped the people. You really did it. But of course, His Majesty's wish is my command. Incredible. Even with an army of workers, we could never get results as good as this, and in such a short time as well. I will order Gumiho to solve another problem. Wait, didn't the stalwart Empress Dowager mention that different problems require different Yaogwai? Therefore, you have to be careful when assigning one to a specific problem. They might not be suited for it. Even so, any of the Yaogwai can still solve problems better than humans. I advise that we start working rather than bickering about the Yaogwai's limitations. I agree with Head Priest Han. Let us continue working. Okay. So what are we working with here? Yeah, the soldiers are in danger. The commoners are juiced. Giga juiced. This is another are these both divinity? No, this is charisma. Well, we already have... Wait. Okay, the bond works anyway. Because we're already, like, giga juiced on commoners, I'm going to start this. Oh, she's kind of mad about that. Sorry. And we can decide this. The people want a bigger ceremony for the Crimson Moon Festival. It will cost more, but the commoners will be happy. It'll cost more, but the commoners will be happy. I think this will boost everyone, right? Have fun. -1 from the soldiers. Oh, joy. Seems like the Emperor is struggling to maintain imperial finances. It's your fault. Cool. So nobles cannot lose trust. Nice. This one she's really good at. Perfect. Unfortunately, she's also about to run out of stamina. This is remarkable. Once again, the Yaogwai have proven their capabilities. And just as some of us thought, the people are reacting positively to their help. Like I said, Your Majesty, the late Empress Dowager's ritual opened up possibilities to empower our empire by using the Yaogwai. And like I said, this is still dangerous. But General Chao, this is what we have longed for, solving our empire's problems with a snap of our fingers. I bet any nation will want a Yao Guai to solve their problems. It will be profitable for everyone. If I may remind you, Your Majesty, the legends say Yao Guai gained their powers by consuming human souls. This is why we cannot coexist. I am aware of your warnings, Head Priest. I will be careful in dealing with the Yao Guai. Besides, Mother was successful in cooperating with them. I believe it can be the same for us. There were also no reports of Yao Guai-related deaths during her time. Still, be cautious at all times, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, I still need to discuss something with you and General Chao. If that's the case, Your Majesty, permission to leave with the priest. Yes, Your Majesty, we are going to hold a public discussion in the marketplace. Permission granted. Please listen to what our people need. Your Majesty, General Chao, I believe we should proceed with our next step. After all, we have resolved some of our empire's current issues. Yes, Grand Duke. So how do we resurrect my wife? What? You still plan on committing necromancy, Supreme Commander? I am sorry, General. There is no future where I rule without Jiang. I need someone to accompany me, to support me, and I need to have a successor. If that is what you are concerned about, have you thought of marrying again? I must admit that is an option, Your Majesty. I supported your relationship with the young Empress. If you do not want to go down this route, the rulers of our neighboring nations are yet to be married. And through a marriage alliance, we can strengthen both nations. Who knows, perhaps all of them would agree to be your concubines. I see. I will think about it, gentlemen. We do need alliances, and I need a successor. Indeed, Your Majesty. Once the borders are open again, we can pay them a visit. I would recommend visiting Aurak, as they have a strong army and ruler. If we seek an alliance through marriage, Mizujima should be our goal. Their culture somewhat resembles ours. I appreciate your suggestions, gentlemen, and I believe there are other rulers that can make for a good empress. But for now, I still wish to know how we can resurrect Jiang. To be honest, I do not know, my Emperor. What? Have you been toying with me, Grand Duke? No, my Emperor. I know most of the steps, but the information regarding resurrection is fragmented. At least we do know the first steps to resurrect Jiang by securing her soul. What do you mean by securing her soul? Yes, allow me to demonstrate. Gumiho, come here. You called for me, Grand Duke Chen. Yes, Gumiho. We need you to secure Empress Jiang's soul and bring her to that place. Oh, so you plan on doing that? How exciting! I shall be back with Her Majesty's soul as soon as possible. You'll be surpassing your mother soon enough, Your Majesty. Don't you dare do anything strange, Gumiho. I am but a loyal servant, Grumpy General Tao. I promise to return. Wait, what is this all about? No need to worry, Your Majesty. Please follow me. This is the only way to resurrect your beloved Empress. Oh, right. It's like, where am I going? Welcome to the secret chamber, Your Majesty. So, this is it, huh? I wasn't expecting the old Imperial vault of an underground chamber like this, and I can feel this eeriness in the air. It's strange. Indeed, Supreme Commander, that is why I never liked it here. That statue. What is it? Did you build it, Grand Duke? No, my Emperor. It has always been there. It is a representation of the unnamed Celestial. At least, that's what the late Empress Dowager and I gathered during our research. We never knew how it got here, but we have theories that it might be a conduit for the rituals. Then again, this is just a theory because we cannot prove it. For all we know, it might just be a normal statue. I see. Well, I'm curious on what we are going to do here. I have returned and brought Her Majesty's soul, Your Majesty. Interesting, but before we continue, you mentioned that Mother tried to resurrect Father, Grand Duke. Did something happen that made her not proceed with it? Her reasoning is related to the method that we shall do to resurrect the beloved Empress. In order to resurrect a soul, More souls are needed. They are deemed as human essences or soul essences. And Yao Guai is a source of these essences, which means we will have to sacrifice them. It is the reason why the late Empress Dowager stopped. She needed the Yao Guai's help to run the Empire.
Huh?
What? That means we have to sacrifice Gumiho. And other Yao Guai as well, my beloved Emperor. We need to do it, Supreme Commander. Isn't resurrecting Her Majesty something that you want to achieve? Hey, I am here, you know. I think I should have a say in this matter. I don't want to be sacrificed. You're helping the Supreme Commander, Gumiho. Behave yourself. How rude. Please, Your Majesty, there is another way to resurrect the Empress. Another way? Tell me, Gumiho, I want to hear it. You can sacrifice the souls of the people.
Huh?
What? The people? This is outrageous. Your Majesty, surely you don't think to follow Gumiho's way. Supreme Commander, what Gumiho is suggesting is treason. We cannot kill our own people. Your Majesty, you personally said that you need me. You need the Yao Guai to run this country. People, they come and go, Your Majesty. They fall like leaves of autumn and will come back like the blossoms of spring. While us Yao Guai, we're 1 in a million. Even if I wanted to sacrifice the people, how would we even achieve such a thing? The Yao Guai have the knowledge to cause disasters through ritual, Your Majesty. We just need offerings and time to proceed. And you're going to do this disaster here, in front of a celestial statue. I thought the Celestials hate the Yao Guai. Oh, Your Majesty. You didn't know? Not all Celestials see us as evil beings. As for the disaster, you can see it as a way to separate the weak from the strong. You know, survival of the fittest and all that. Supreme Commander, please consider your option. Remember last time you had to make such drastic decisions. You chose to find the cure for the beloved Empress, yet it led to the deaths of our people. All of these difficult decisions, when will it end? I shall decide what to do. The Empress Soul Vitality indicates the remaining life force of the Empress's soul. At the start of every new cycle, the Empress's soul vitality decays. Maintaining her soul is important, as reaching 0 soul vitality results in a game over. Maintaining the Empress's soul vitality can be done by infusing her soul with human essence. Human essences can be obtained by conjuring disasters or sacrificing Yao Guai. Yao Guai can conjure disasters to sacrifice the Crimson Empire's populations. Sacrifices are turned into human essence to feed the Empress soul vitality. The soldier population will yield more human essence when a disaster is cast. Disasters have different lethality rates, and certain disasters can only be cast during specific seasons. Each Yao Guai requires different offerings to conjure disaster. Conjuring a disaster also consumes stamina. Keep in mind that it takes a few sessions before the disaster is summoned. Human essence becomes available immediately after the disaster is successfully cast. Sacrificing Yao Guai will turn them into human essence. The amount of human essence gained from sacrificing a Yao Guai depends on their attribute levels. Sacrificed Yao Guai will drop a memento that contains a unique state of affair that will affect all Yao Guai activities. Beware, sacrificed Yao Guai cannot be re-summoned. So this is the biggest difference between between My Lovely Wife and My Lovely Empress. I can't speak for My Lovely Daughter, I didn't play it. In My Lovely Wife, you could continuously summon the succubi, because the point was to get the succubi to fall in love with you, and then when they were basically in love with you, you killed them, and that gave you the amount of soul power or lust or whatever it was called to feed towards resurrecting your wife. But in this game, the Yao Guai are a one and done, and there's only 10 of them, so I'm not sure what the best method to approach this is, but I like the memento thing. Sacrificed Yao Guai will leave their memento inside the Yao Guai chamber. Memento contains a unique state of affair affecting all Yao Guai activities. The state of affair can be activated by burning a ritual incense. Sway reward. I still don't quite understand what sway means. But okay. So here is the Empress's soul vitality. So sacrificing is probably not a good idea, because we only have, first of all, we only have one Yagwai, but second of all, she's basic level, so she would not really give us much essence. It looks like we are going to summon a plague. 24% lethality. We lose 346 population. We gain 96 human essence at the cost of 16 stamina. We shall commence with the ritual to cast a disaster. Supreme Commander, why? We still need Gumiho to work for the Empire, General, and I need to save Jiang's soul. I have made up my mind. Preposterous. A tough decision, Your Majesty. Let us hope this will succeed. Yay! Gumiho gets to live another day. Worry not, Your Majesty. I shall prepare the ritual right away. So, what kind of disaster will you conjure, Gumiho? Simple, Your Majesty. A plague. Quick, but not too deadly. We can't kill everyone, right? Later down the line, you can cast all kinds of disasters to acquire more essences. Monster, you speak as if our people's lives mean nothing. Not at all, General. These people will die for His Majesty's will. An honorable way to go. This feels wrong, but I cannot back down. Stay strong, Your Majesty. Please proceed, Gumiho. Focusing. Ah, I can feel it. The ritual. It is working. I feel something strange. I feel it too. Does this mean we are succeeding? Oh, it's working, all right. Hope you're ready for disease control. Let us wait for now, Your Majesty. The disaster should happen soon. Are you saying that the disasters don't happen right away? It may take a few more months. Okay. That's already been assigned. So now we just have some decisions to make. Look at the crows. They're circling. They know. So we gain additional money from issues, and we cannot lose nobility trust. So what I should try and do is find something I think the nobility would hate. Not this. I think this one would work. Possibly. This would work. So many choices. Alright. Can I buff the military somehow? Rabid bears are spotted near the forest perimeter. Should we build forest fences to prevent them from attacking? So I can say, no, we promised the nobles to make a new monument park. Or no, we promised a new trade route. That's not it. Man. A trader demands payment, claiming that a noble has cheated him on a project payment. Well, let's do this because we can't upset the nobility. Arrest the nobility. Look at that. Okay, I think I understand the benefit of investigation now. Because that helped out a lot. The Empire is holding examinations for new jobs. We need more accountants and soldiers, which should be prioritized. Now, personally, I think we do need more mathematicians. But the soldiers are really mad at me. Okay, so we lost Commoner Pop, but gained Soldier Pop, I think? Next session. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. The river is a dangerous place due to the frequently missing trader boats. What should we do? A paid permit to cross the river? No. Spend more gold. To improve security. That affected both of them positively. Fantastic. Now, I'm not sure we'll see it in today's episode, because we're coming to the end, I think, of this chapter. But there is a reason why you want to get their trust over 50, at least once. And I really want to get the trader over 50. I like what that unlocks. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Rabid bears are spotted near the forest perimeter. Should we build forest fences to prevent them from attacking? Oh, right, this is going to upset the soldiers no matter what I choose. Well, new trade route. Commoners are mad. Get over it, bro. Oh, look, we're over 50 on traders. Nice. Oof. That's fine. We're going to lose 2, but that's okay. So the nobility have given us tofu. Wow, we made a lot in tribute from soldiers, even though they're mad. We got tofu. The traders are big happy with us. The commoners, super happy, and gave us osmanthus and common cowrie. Okay. We are once again in the green. You love to see it. Okay. Ah, Emperor Hong, I am elated to return to the Crimson Empire's service. Good to hear, Kumiho. My, I did not expect a Yaoguai to be so friendly. That's why I did the Tihi earlier, I remembered this. Tihi? Well, Your Majesty, I may be friendly, but I cannot guarantee the others will be. I beg your pardon? Well, some Yaoguai get all insecure if you put me on a pedestal. Someone like Jade would get jealous. Ah, so there is strife even between the Yaoguai? Interesting. I would like you to tell me more about this, Kumiho. It is not my place to tell their stories. You'll get to know them all in due time. Here's a little spoiler, though. The Yaoguai are closer to humanity than you think we are, Emperor. What do you mean by that? Oh, nothing. Anyway, I'm sorry to ask, but may I wander the land during my free time? Wander my empire? What for? Nothing. I just love seeing the human world. I sometimes visit the Xenon Forest in the west to take care of the fox cubs there. I was once one of them, after all. You have pretty diverse interests. You bet. Like I told you, Emperor, Yaoguai and humans aren't so different. So can I go? Pretty please. I mean, I do suspect she's hiding something. Speak honestly. I suspect you are hiding something. Speak honestly. Me? Hiding something? Not at all, Emperor Hong. We Yaoguai just love wandering around the human world and observing human activities. Really now? And here I thought the Yaoguai were uncultured. You would be surprised. For example, I enjoy watching the fireworks at Mizujima. I see. You have convinced me then. You may leave in your free time. Though I must remind you that you were summoned to work for me. Worry not, Your Majesty. I, Gumiho, shall work most diligently. Yeah, the soldiers are mad. Okay, the next cycle has begun. Excavating the mountain can create new jobs and bring building materials, but the nobles want to keep the mountain's aesthetic. I think, you know what? Let's make them happy. And now? Yikes. A mysterious plague tore through the land. The dissonant sounds of wailing and coughing could be heard across the Crimson Empire as people succumbed to illness. Countless lives were lost. Bodies piled up in the streets. The very air grew putrid with the stench of death.
Huh?
This is terrible. What have I done? The bodies of my people lie in the streets. You did what you had to do to get the essences we need, Your Majesty. Put on a brave face, Your Majesty. 'Tis but a small price to pay. My apologies for being frank, Supreme Commander, but you got what you asked for. Human essences for Jiang's soul, at the cost of the people's lives. I never thought I could do something like this. Your Majesty, let us wait until the disaster passes. After that, we can use the essences to heal Her Majesty's soul. We also need to handle the fallout of the plague. Our people still need us. Your Majesty, are we done for today? I am pooped. May I ask to leave? Yes, you can leave, Gumiho. Thank you for your service. Now that you know how to cause disasters, we still need to consider the other option for healing Her Majesty's soul. I will explain how to sacrifice a Yaoguai, Your Majesty, in case the circumstances arise. Hence, you can utilize both methods to bring your beloved Empress back from the dead. This is a nightmare, but I have to keep going for Jiang's sake. For now, we must discuss relief efforts, Your Majesty. After that, we can discuss the next step in the secret chamber. The Grand Duke is right, Your Majesty. Let us handle the plague. Okay. We've lost our goods. So we have reduced pop growth, soldier pessimism, and... Oh, we still have the noble's belief. Okay. I'm not sure why. Oh. Why is this bringing me here? I don't think I'm supposed to be there yet. Oh, that's gross. And a nice touch, actually. So are these the important ones? Oh, no, these are the ones that the Yaoguai do. Okay. I don't believe I can summon any more Yaoguai, so we kind of just run with Gumiho for now. Your Majesty, we need water for the infected. Sadly, some of our water are dirty. We need to find and make a new well. Off you go. Then, we could do 4 and 8, I suppose. I guess it depends what these options are. Because if I can ignore nobility penalties, I should. Looks like I can't. Soldiers are requesting protective clothing from traders. Traders prefer to keep the materials for later. This is a good question. I think our personnel do need protection. Oh, we're at perfectly 50. That was expensive, but protection's important. Foreign nations want to sell us medicine at a lower price. The traders prefer we buy it from them. We should buy it from the traders. We support our own economy in a time like this. I think those were all positive benefits. Okay. Foreign nations want to aid us during the plague, but the soldiers believe it can compromise our security. Probably could. Why is accepting their aid give me money? This is the aid they're offering us. I have a bad feeling about pressing this button, but we can do for now. Okay. I think that was a -4 to all pops is what that was. We have lost the nobility faith thing, and we have now lost the pessimistic soldiers. Looks like our dear Gumiho did the good stuff. So I have to decide between one of these two. Kind of looks like it's the same. Austrians are willing to help people affected by the disease, but some of us are afraid to be infected by the disease. We just want to hand out free food. In this situation, we must research to cure this disease. I think this takes 1 turn. She's not very good at it, but...
Huh?
Horrible. Just horrible. Fortunately, it seems the worst is behind us. How could a plague spring up all of a sudden? Yes, Something is strange about this plague. It came as swift as it was deadly. At least we're lucky none of us caught it. We should be safe for now. This isn't good. I hope we recover soon. We have done everything we can. Report to me if anything untoward happens. I will have to go now, gentlemen. All of this is too much for me. Visit the secret chamber, okay? Now, how do I heal Jiang's soul? We simply infuse the human essences into Her Majesty's soul. This button. As you can see, her soul is rejuvenated. What a relief. I was afraid her soul would fade back into the afterlife. I ought to warn you, my Emperor. Her Majesty's soul will continue to decay. You only have a limited time before it passes into the afterlife. Sooner or later, you will need to heal her soul again. You must either sacrifice the people or a Yaoguai to harvest their essences. This is all too much. We must keep track of her soul's decay and conjure disasters at the right time. Your resolve is commendable, Uncle. I know you two need each other, and I wish to see her again as well. In that, Uncle, we are one. Okay. So I can't cast another disaster. Diamonds. I wonder if the disasters are more effective if they're a higher level. I bet people are going to figure out, like, which Yaoguai do you sacrifice for their memento, just as fast as possible for the buff. And then you cast, like, I don't know, 4 disasters, and then you sacrifice another Yaoguai. Someone's going to come up with something like that, like a magical formula of the Dark Gods. What have I dragged myself into? Killing my own people. What have I done? Oh, Jiang, this has to work. This is all for you. Excuse me, Your Holiness. Are you preoccupied? Not at all, Head Priest Han. What is it? Let me start with an apology for what I'm about to say. It may offend you. The plague. Was that your doing? I know that you and Grand Duke Shen are conspiring with the Yaoguai. I have never seen a plague as swift and deadly as that. It was almost unnatural. I do not wish to admit it, but unfortunately, yes. Keep it a secret. Your Holiness, why? How could you? What evil words did the Yaoguai whisper into your ears? Head Priest Han, please understand. Your Holiness, the Yaoguai have deceived you. You killed our own people. All unnecessary sacrifice to resurrect Jiang. Please listen to yourself. This is the Yaoguai's deception. You cannot reverse death with more death. Iratus would like a word. The Yaoguai only bring suffering. Look at how the great Emperor's reign ended. Look at what they did to me. I am missing an eye because of them. I do not know, Head Priest. I am unsure of myself. What is your advice? I only have one piece of advice, Your Holiness. Let Her Majesty go. Let her rest in peace. You have seen it firsthand, Head Priest Han. You have seen what I am without her. I have tried everything to move on, but nothing works. Your Holiness, you just need to believe you can keep living. We are always here to advise you. We need her back, Head Priest. We need my beloved Empress. I do not know your pain, but I empathize still. Yet it remains my duty to remind you of your responsibilities as Emperor. No need. Without my mother, I am nothing. And without Jiang, I am worse than nothing. If this is any consolation, I promise the disasters will end once Jiang is back. I shall keep casualties as low as I can. It does pain me to see our people suffer. I am gravely disappointed. I shall take my leave, Your Holiness. May the Celestials have mercy on your soul. Your Majesty, my apologies, but I heard what happened. How are you? I feel distraught, but the disasters appear to be the only sensible course of action. Not using Yao Guai means that this country's problems would go unabated. But what the head priest said. My emperor, being able to make difficult choices is what our empire needs. The situation grows more dire by the day. You possess the ultimate servants, the Yao Guai. You can summon more to work for you. We can go to the marketplace to buy more offerings for summoning. All right, let us go to the marketplace. That would have been the perfect transition, but I don't think that was the end of the chapter. Next time! Told you it was the perfect transition. The price of power. Such a great title for the chapter. Will be where we begin next time. So thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed my lovely Empress. This is new. Look at the shock. Big sad. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed my lovely Empress. I'm not sure how many videos this will be. I'm not sure how long the end game is. My lovely wife was about 7 hours, I think. I did it in one stream and it killed my throat. So that's why we're here. Doing it in video format. Sensible. Thanks for watching. Thank you to the patrons and the channel members who support the channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you would like to see other my channel, feel free to join the description down below. And I will see you next time as we summon more Yao Guai, recklessly pursuing the price of power. Bye.